staying with? Hey, but...
Baby, please!
Baby, baby, baby.
Beautiful.
The real reason I pulled you all over is you're about to hit a stretch of about 30 miles with no cell phone towers. You can't get gas in Quicksilver about 12 miles in. So get in and get out of here. Looking to got the water from that mine and lifting an Appalachian transplant crazy.
Can I help you? Just looking for a room.
Honeymoon suite if you got one.
Hi, first of all, you look stunning. I love this look. How much fun has it been to tour your film around, especially going to Cannes?
It's been amazing. It's been amazing to get to share this movie with everybody and to go to Cannes and premiere at the Italian Riviera Film Festival.
Tell me a little bit more about that. I mean, that's a once-in-a-lifetime sometimes experience, right?
Yeah. So it filmed in Terlingwood, Texas, which was very different than Sestro Levante, Italy. But it was beautiful, and we all got to go together. I think it was all our first time as well.
Right.
So this project just came about like just any other audition for me. It came from my agents at Sovereign Talent Group. And then what interested me about it was Sean Patrick Flannery's writing. There's so much passion underneath it. It was a great love story. And, you get a lot of auditions that are, you think maybe I could fool them with this one, but me, with this one, I go, I think I could do this one. I think this is me.
It's really cool that Sean was the director behind it because he has so much on-camera experience. What was it like to have a director like that who knows what it's like to be in your position?
Oh my God, it was a blessing because he held my hand through it, and he led the charge every day, just completely passionate, and just it was a blessing to have him.
All right, hello, Mr. Director. What was it like stepping into that chair?
It was intimidating. It was hopefully not overwhelming, and it didn't turn out to be, but everybody uses the term it's a dream come true, but it's something that I've been dabbling around in my head for a long time, but I never really had the perfect opportunity to do it the way I wanted to do it. And this fell in my lap, and so I wrapped it around me like a big warm blanket and went to work.
What was it about this project in particular that you were like, that is it, that's what I was looking for?
Well, I had an opportunity to truly approach this like an old school auteur. They let me write it from page one and direct it really with no reins. And that's kind of unheard of in today's Hollywood. So, when an opportunity like that comes around, it doesn't get any better than that. I didn't want to direct just to direct. I wanted to have a little bit of creative freedom, and they allowed me to completely fall on my face.
All right, you are a legend when it comes to scary movies. What was it like for you when you got this script?
I love the script, which is really why I've gotten to a point, if I don't like the script, I'd rather move on. Yeah. So I thought it was really a terrific story, and I loved the character. Ophelia actually sort of sets up the idea of the story with what happens to her at the table of truth. Those of you who don't know what the table of truth is, you'll find out.
Okay, what can you tease to us about the table of truth?
Well, the story is basically, it is kind of about telling the truth, and these people who now live in the middle of nowhere, basically, have a community, and they've decided to live by their own rules, and you have to play by those rules or you don't make it out.
So I want to start off by talking about the heat that you guys had to film when you were doing this movie. What was it like to film in that kind of heat? What kind of stories can you share, and how did you stay in character?
Okay, well, I actually grew up in Scottsdale, Arizona, so I was used to 110 degrees every day, but I wasn't used to filming outside on a hot road every day and being in every take for a whole day in it. So it was pretty crazy. I was definitely sweating profusely through all my makeup. I definitely had a couple pimples pop up through the makeup from that sweat. But, we really made it through. And we actually did have a cooling van. They really made sure we were comfortable. So by end of week 1, we had this big industrial cooling fan in a van. So we needed to go in there in between takes.
Look beautiful, stunning, of course. Ready to go? Okay, so what was it about Frank and Penelope that really drew you in and wanted to do the show or the film?
Oh gosh, well it's this particular character actually. The storyline too, because it's almost I don't know if Sean would appreciate me saying this, but it's a little Tarantino-esque because it doesn't really fit into any particular genre of film. It's a little romance, it's a little love story, it's a little thriller, it's a little horror, there's a little comedy in there, so I wouldn't really categorize it as a certain type of film. But what really made me excited to do it was the character, because I've never had an opportunity to play a character like this. She's ugly. She's not cute. She's not nice. She's evil and she's mean. And she's pretty dowdy. She wears a really hideous dress the entire movie long. And she, I don't want to give away anything, but she's a really mean person.
Well, I'll ask this. How did it feel for you to see yourself dressed like that?
Honestly, great, because I want to play more roles like that. I don't want to play this. I want to play something else, and I want to play character roles, and I really, really got into it, and I like being given. I wanted to be given that opportunity, and Sean gave it to me, and I don't get those kind of opportunities very often. And so when I had that opportunity and he gave it to me, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, finally somebody sees something in me and an ability that nobody else has seen. And he gave it to me, and I took it and ran.
She and I have a love not even death could steal.